Now on Good Morning Northwest, Trump's new tariffs hit 70 countries overnight, targeting everything from phones to furniture. We break down which everyday items will cost you more and by how much.
And we've got more showers and storms on their way today. When and where you'll see the most active weather.
Plus, empty shelves force a Spokane food bank to close its doors. The shutdown affects hundreds in one of the city's most vulnerable neighborhoods. This morning, the directors plea for help to serve the community again. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Tuesday, August 7th. Meteorologist Matt Gray here with our first alert forecast.
And we did get some rain last night, and some of those showers still lingering around parts of North Idaho. But we are already getting set for the second round of wet weather today, which is starting to get itself going over the Cascades and eventually is going to spread across our region. All because of this big storm system. As we look at the vapor satellite here, lots of moisture coming down here. We are going to get that little bit of a break with this dry air that's looped in around it right now. But as we head later into the morning, things are going to get active across the inland Northwest once again. Still some rain around the Orofino area, some sprinkles around the Silver Valley, but those are likely going to ramp up, and then we'll be focusing into our Northeast Washington mountains for the first signs of that next round of showers and storms. Temperatures are going to continue to stay quite cool today. We're only going to end up in the 70s for a second straight day, and we'll have a pretty decent chance for us to see more scattered showers, more storms, especially as we head towards the middle part of the day today. I'll take you through the complete timeline, including some areas where the storms could be a little spicy this afternoon. Coming up.
We are following breaking news out of Washington, D.C. New tariffs just kicked in on nearly 70 countries, and it's a major move that President Trump is calling a new system of trade, which could mean you're about to pay more for just about everything.
The tariffs, I think, we're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs.
Not everyone is sold. Economists say this could cost the average family $2,400 a year. So here's the bottom line. These tariffs are now in full effect. And if you're shopping for anything from back to school gear to home upgrades, you need to brace yourself. We're tracking this story by the hour, and we'll keep you updated as we learn more on how this will impact your wallet throughout the morning. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
This morning, United Airlines says it's back on track. United says it resolved a technology issue that caused delays and even some cancellations around the nation.
At Spokane International Airport, United delayed one flight to Denver and canceled another. But the repercussions from the shutdown likely won't be resolved today, and that's left passengers at United hubs nationwide stranded. Here's ABC's Lionel Moise.
One of the largest airlines in the world grinding to a halt last night.
The whole terminal is full of United airplanes that are not going anywhere. This is something that I have not seen in 26 years.
Just after 6 p.m., a system at United Airlines that calculates weight and balance and tracks flight times went offline, triggering ground stops from Newark and Denver to Houston and Chicago.
There's a system-wide outage right now, preventing everyone from getting their takeoff numbers.
Passengers stuck on planes for hours, more than 1,000 flights delayed, dozens canceled.
Thought maybe they'd bring some stairs out or something, but they said they couldn't bring any of the planes out of the gates, so we couldn't get into a gate.
By 10 p.m., the system was back up and running.
Everybody's out here cheering, so we're doing well now.
But the delays and cancellations setting off a domino effect, stranding passengers across the country.
Modern technology, I don't understand. It's supposed to make our life simpler and easier, and all it's done for me is frustrate me.
The outage coming just weeks after Alaska Airlines was forced to halt all flights for hours because of an IT outage of its own. And last summer, Delta canceled thousands of flights due to a system outage triggered by a faulty software update. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
We are tracking a wildfire in Grant County that has the area of Electric City and Delano Heights on edge and under a level 1 evacuation. You can see the affected areas on the map here on your screen. As a reminder, level 1 means get ready. So if you live in that area, take some time to get your things organized just in case you do need to evacuate.
More results are coming in this morning in Spokane County's primary election, where there are almost 15,000 votes left to count. But we still have a pretty good idea about which measures are on track to pass. With 74% of voters saying yes, the Aquifer Protection Area measure is passing overwhelmingly. This will expand the boundaries of the Spokane Valley-Rathdrum Prairie Aquifer.
The EMS levy for Fire District 8 is also passing, with nearly 62% of voters saying yes. This levy will generate funding to add 2 paramedics to the district. It'll also replace aging emergency equipment. And voters show strong support for Spokane Valley's public safety tax proposal, with almost 60% voting in favor of it.
Proposition 1 would add a new sales tax of 0.1%. The city said this would equate to $12 additional a year for the average shopper. Now, this tax is expected to generate $2.6 million in funds that Spokane Valley Police plan to use to hire 10 new officers. This will address what they described as years of staffing shortages as the community they serve continues to grow.
Our officers frequently are talking about how they are running from call to call to call, and there's a significant amount of calls holding and waiting for them, just not enough officers to be able to handle it. And so we're excited about this opportunity.
The department says these new officers will not be assigned to a specific neighborhood, but rather the city as a whole. One of their focuses will be having an increased presence at local high schools, so every high school in Spokane Valley has a full-time resource officer. Hundreds of kids could be without food on the weekends because of a lack of funding for Second Harvest. Second Harvest says it's getting fewer donations for its Bite to Go program this year. It gives bags of food to more than 12,000 kids each weekend during the school year, but it says around 300 fewer kids will get food through the program now.
That's a lot of kids who are reliant on the generosity of the community. And unfortunately, the need is going up. So families are facing higher food costs, and the need continues to go up.
Second Harvest hopes other organizations like businesses or churches will now step up to fill that funding gap.
And due in part to those cuts, the food bank at Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center had to close its doors. It ran out of food. Only rice and beans remain on the shelves at the East Central Spokane location. The food bank serves one of the city's most vulnerable communities 3 days a week. The closure cuts off access to food for hundreds who depend on the center.
When you really have nothing to give to this community who's dealing with food insecurity is a problem.
The center needs donations of canned goods and other shelf-stable items, along with proteins and produce. The food bank hopes to reopen tomorrow. You can find information on how you can help inside this story on KXLY.com. Good morning. Northwest time is now 6:07.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray, taking a live look at that rain we saw yesterday.
Yeah, so a lot of us saw rain yesterday, and even in Central Washington, afraid it got record-setting rain yesterday at a eye-watering 0.12 inches. But hey, you know, it's dry there in this rain shadow of the Cascades. Great that we got some rain there. We got more rain in the forecast today. Coming up.
Also coming up, the true impact of January's deadly California wildfires, why a study challenges the official figures and says more than 400 more deaths are linked to those fires.
And an Army sergeant opens fire on fellow soldiers in Georgia, wounding 5. The gunman used his own handgun, raising questions about base security protocols. Hear that story. It's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wendell Motors.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay out.
Call Russell and Hill.
Elevate your summer at Silver Mountain Resort. Play 2 days in Idaho's largest indoor water park and enjoy one night in a beautiful condo for just $57 a person. Ride America's longest gondola for breathtaking scenic views or cruise the Northwest's #1 bike park. Create new family memories around the fire, an outdoor movie, or an evening stroll through the village. Just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene on I-90. Elevate your summer at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Whoa.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay out.
Call Russell and Hill.
It's now 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. January's fires in Los Angeles may have killed hundreds of people.
Officially, the Palisades and Eaton fires are blamed for killing at least 30 people. But a study published in the Journal of American Medical Association on Wednesday says that number is likely much higher. Researchers are pinning 410 additional deaths from January 5th through February 1st on the fires. They were caused by things like exposure to poor air quality and healthcare delays. One of the study's authors is a mortality demographer. He used experience he gained looking at the true mortality of the COVID-19 pandemic to help calculate those numbers.
An Army sergeant is in custody for shooting 5 soldiers at Fort Stewart, Georgia. All are expected to survive. The shooting happened Wednesday morning at a military base near Savannah. The gunman reportedly had a disagreement with one victim and followed him to a maintenance area where he shot him and 4 others. Nearby soldiers quickly subdued that suspect who used a personal handgun, not a military weapon. Investigators are looking into how he got that gun past base security.
The VA has stripped several government unions of their most important power, collective bargaining. It's in response to an executive order President Donald Trump signed back in March. That measure used national security as a justification to cut the collective bargaining rights of many federal workers. A federal appellate court lifted a lower court's ban on ending union contracts on Friday.
A recently published study suggests that an old medication might be useful for Alzheimer's disease, lithium. It's been used for more than 100 years to stabilize mood and was approved by the FDA in 1970. Researchers recently found depleting lithium in the diets of mice caused brain inflammation and accelerated aging. Scientists warn this study on mice doesn't mean lithium will work for humans, and no one should add a supplement to their diets unless instructed to do so by their doctor.
Takeaways today in your forecast. Stronger thunderstorms today, especially as we head just past lunchtime around many parts of the inland Northwest. We will see summer warmth returning soon, just not quite yet.
Well, Providence will be hosting its last free Make a Splash pool party today. This one at Spokane's Liberty Aquatic Center. You'll find snacks available and family-friendly entertainment. It runs from 6:30 to 8 o'clock tonight.
But too bad this is the one day of the week with the crummiest weather.
I know. If you're trying to tough it out, I guess.
You can still do it.
Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13.
Spokane's Ann McLean and her crewmates face another day in space. High winds delay the return to Earth. Coming up, hear her special message to friends and family here on Solid Ground.
First, a break and this live look at a new road construction project starting today. This is North Foothills Drive, where you'll find lane reductions between Hamilton and Hogan for resurfacing. We have more details on this project. It's coming up right here on Good Morning Northwest.
Wildfire season is here. Protect what matters most with meteorologist Chris Crocker.
We track the winds, the humidity, the lightning, because even the smallest change can lead to disaster.
The First Alert Weather Team, only on 4 News Now.
Warner Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett continues to be an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino on Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
With less pain and swelling from active psoriatic arthritis, imagine being a million miles away. With Tremfya, less joint pain, stiffness, and swelling is possible. Some patients even felt less fatigued. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
My name is Joyce Prather, but I go by Joy. My husband and I moved to Orchard Crest just from my daughter's house. When we walked in, I said, oh, this is it, because it was so beautifully decorated. The people here are amazing. The staff is amazing. Everything that we were hoping for turned out to be what we got. If somebody walked up to me and asked about Orchard Crest, yes, I would certainly tell them to come here.
The 2025 Ford Bronco is everywhere, and for good reason. It's built for anything, loaded with capability, and will go anywhere you take it. Snow, mud, dirt, whatever the road throws at you. This goat gives you seven different terrain modes to handle it all. And the Bronco just won an award for Best in Class for initial quality. When buying your next SUV, think Wendell Ford. We would be honored to show you the new Bronco. Wendell Ford, drive for generations.
Summer's heating up, but your home doesn't have to. During Mainstream's No Sweat Summer Sales event, it's easier than ever to upgrade your comfort with the best financing offer of the year. For a limited time, enjoy 6 months, no payments, no interest on new AC systems. Stay cool, save big, worry less. Call Mainstream today or visit mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this amazing offer. Cooler air is just a click or call away. Don't sweat it. Mainstream has you covered.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Super One Foods.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It's now 6:17. Spokane's Anne McClain and the rest of NASA's SpaceX Crew 10 will have to wait one more day to return to Earth.
High winds forecasted for splashdown locations off the California coast have pushed the undocking to Friday. McClain spoke to viewers on the NASA channel yesterday as Crew 10 passed the torch.
So for all my friends and family, on a personal note, friends and family, I will see you soon. Without your support, I could never do this every single day. So thank you very much. And we'll see you back soon on the greatest planet in the solar system. We've checked. We'll be back to Earth here shortly.
One of their official missions out there checking. Well, so the Crew 10 was up there completing a 5-month science expedition aboard the orbiting laboratory and will return time-sensitive research to Earth upon their return. I wonder if they're excited to come back or if they're kind of like bummed because it's a really cool experience. I'm sure it's both.
It's like summer camp.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
they're probably ready.
Summer camp.
Summer camp where you can never leave your tent.
And you're floating.
and you don't get to have s'mores.
Yeah, right. No s'mores in space.
Yeah. Did you guys ever have like space ice cream?
Oh, yeah.
Have
Like
little
the freeze dried?
going on? Yeah. Oh, it's interesting. Interesting. Because it tastes uncanny, but it doesn't feel quite right. It doesn't feel quite right when we're doing it.
Kind of like this morning.
Yeah.
A little off.
It's a little frizzy. As we were talking about earlier this morning at the 5 a.m. hour, it's a little frizzy out there. The humidity, you could definitely feel it this morning after, look at those wet roads in Coeur d'Alene. Much needed rain overnight tonight, or overnight last night, excuse me. Temperatures comfortable in the 50s. We are on the road to another stormy day across our region. So we are going to be looking for a couple areas that are going to see some strong thunderstorms. Thinking in north central Idaho, including the LC Valley and the Camas Prairie, down past Grangeville into Riggins, and then over into the Missoula area in western Montana. Chance for some severe storms, so some nasty ones there. And we'll be looking for some strong thunderstorms. In other words, storms that could produce some gusty winds and hail, in addition to the lightning and the rain for places like Colville, Priest Lake, and then into Ferry County and parts of Okanagan County as well. So let's start up north first. You can see by noon, we're seeing these showers and storms getting a little bit more organized, but things really start to get going as we get into the early afternoon. So about 2 in the afternoon, showers and storms from Medellin Falls all the way down into Lincoln County, even as far south perhaps as Ritzville as we get into that early to mid-afternoon. And we'll see plenty of thunder and lightning to come along for the ride with this, along with with areas of heavy rain. Where we see the strongest cells is where very briefly for maybe 15, 20 minutes, we may see some areas that do develop some small to moderately sized hail, especially with cool atmospheric temperatures higher up that we've got today with this weather system. At about 4 or 5 o'clock, we start to see things get a little bit more active around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Things calm down very quickly up north after that. Let's zoom into the Spokane area and Coeur d'Alene as well, because I want to show you kind of where we're looking at the window for storm activity for the afternoon. Think of it as we head towards kind of about 2, 3 o'clock, we'll start to see things get going around the West Plains. And then as we head towards 4, 5 o'clock, areas further to the east will start to get more involved. But it is a somewhat narrow window here as we head towards 6, 7. Things start to calm down, just like we're seeing further north. Now, let's head south to where we are going to be looking for some stormy conditions through the rest of the morning, including places such as Elk River. We're going to see things pop up again heading towards that kind of 2 p.m. time frame. So there is going to be a break here for many areas. Some of you are in it right now. Some will start in about an hour or 3. Those areas in the pink, this is what we don't want to see. Those are going to be those storms that are producing some of that hail around the Camas Prairie, all the way up into the Clearwater River area, and will continue on through the afternoon as those storms get away from populated areas and off into the Bitterroot Mountains. As we get into the weekend, hey, summer's back.
Yeah,
how about it?
It disappeared for a couple days, but it's coming back. It's going to be a little hot as we head into next week.
All right.
Quite. Yeah, all right.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks. It's now 6:21.
Well, the Washington State Cougars are at the halfway point of their fall camp, and first-year head coach Jimmy Rogers is hard at work implementing changes to his program, especially on the defensive side of the ball. What he hopes to achieve with this new defensive system, we'll tell you. It's coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
During the final days of the back-to-school sale at Furniture Row, every sofa, dining group, and bed is on sale. So outfitting your off-campus studio or secluded study nook is elementary. Or get 60 months no interest. But hurry, the back-to-school sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Bill's Heating and AC has not 1, not 2, but 3 warehouses overstocked with tankless water heaters. To clear out inventory before the end of the year, we're doing something we've never done before. Advertising our guaranteed lowest pricing for all to see. Right now, you can get a tankless water heater installed for only $3,500 to $4,500, depending on the model. Call now before this amazing deal goes away. Call 208-777-5528.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve.
After my recent accident, I called Craig Swap and Associates. They treated me fairly every step of the way.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
If you want to shine this summer and be healthy and fit, then this week is the perfect time to join Moo Fitness for about $1 a day and keep your body looking good for the swimsuit season. Moo Fitness.
Hi, I'm Matt Gray with 4 News Now. For families with teenagers, here are some tips that could teach them more about money management.
Get a check register and enter a set amount of money in it like it was a paycheck from a job. Then walk them through what to deduct if they were living on their own. Car payments, rent, food costs, and internet. And give them options of buying some fun things too. Have them work through those deductions to get an idea of what bills should be paid first.
There are lots of great ways to teach your kids about money. For more tips, go to becu.org.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
Setting up your star student for success is simple during the back-to-school sale at Denver Mattress. Buy any Denver Mattress brand mattress and get a second half off. Or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the back-to-school sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The WSU Cougs are halfway through week 2 of their 3-week fall camp, and this kind of halfway point offers some solid perspective to the team's progress, especially on defense. Washington State's football's identity taking a major shift this season under new head coach Jimmy Rogers, especially on that D side. The unit rode a roller coaster of highs and lows last year and now seeks more consistency with the revamped system. Redshirt freshman Gage Jones started his Coug career last year as strong safety, but now switches roles to linebacker. And he spoke yesterday on how positive all these defensive changes have been.
Yeah, so I love that we're able to fit on the run. I love that we have an extra guy that can come in and just sit in the box and be able to hit people. I'd say the transition from playing a different defense to the one we are now, this defense is a lot more free. They teach us to be in positions and allow us to make plays, which allows us to not play super tense, you know, and it helps us to be able to just make a decision, play off our other teammate, right, and be able to make plays.
Cougs resume fall practice the rest this week and then next before wrapping fall camp next Friday. That's all for morning sports. Catch us at 6 and 11 tonight for plenty more sports action, including an update on the podium from how that World Table Tennis competition's going.
And hey, also a fun night tonight for Seahawks fans. First preseason game tonight against the Raiders. So Pete Carroll making his return to Seattle.
Back in town.
See how that goes.
Wow. Fun times. It's now 6:26.
Federal agents storm a Home Depot parking lot in a rented moving truck, arresting 16 undocumented immigrants. But critics say this raid violates a court order. Hannah Joy is tracking the legal battle brewing this morning.
Plus, could this be the year for beer and wine sales at Cougar football games when you could start seeing it at Martin Stadium? And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the NFL running interference on smelling salts.
I've been distraught all day.
The league will no longer provide athletes with those pungent packets of ammonia for an extra jolt of energy or to get in the zone. The new rule is rubbing some NFL stars the wrong way.
I think it was a quick trigger to ban them. I'm going to be severely affected, to be honest with you.
Many athletes finding it useful, but the NFL citing an FDA warning from 2024 saying they're not safe and can mask the symptoms of a concussion.
This was a step that we felt that we needed to take as a league to make sure that our clubs were not providing something that we know, A, doesn't provide any sports benefit or advantage, and B, does have some potential downsides, and C, has also been discouraged from the FDA.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on the NFL smelling salt decision and the latest player reaction this morning. With your GMA First Look, I'm Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with
Ingrezza. #1 prescribed Ingrezza is clinically proven to treat TD, quickly reducing TD movements by greater than 5 times at 2 weeks. 98% of people were still satisfied with Ingrezza after 2 years, and you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior or mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Ingrezza.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Falco Spokane, your fireplace specialists.
What's better than super fresh fruits and vegetables? Yep, you've got it. Super fresh fruits and vegetables on sale.
Swing into Super One Foods this Thursday and save big during our 12-hour produce sale. 1 pound of fresh sweet strawberries, 2 for $3. Juicy green grapes, $1.48 a pound. Seeded or seedless watermelon, just 28 cents a pound.
Super One Foods 12-hour produce sale this Thursday only. Hey, it's better than fresh.
It's an emergency inventory liquidation sale this week at all Walker's Furniture locations. Save up to 70% off all floor models, discontinued styles, and clearance items.
Plus, with special 5-year financing, save now and pay over time.
This week at Walker's.
This is the Northwest, and this is the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid.
Engineered for adventure, the all-new Forester Hybrid offers enhanced fuel efficiency, upgraded driver assist technology, and the new 360-degree surround view monitor. From rain to snow, city to summit, the Subaru Forester keeps you confidently in control, loaded with advanced features and legendary reliability.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event now through September 2nd at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
So, Scott, obviously the shed builders have been busy.
Yes, they have. We have sheds for days. Whether it be 8 foot wide and 4 feet deep to 10 foot wide and 20 feet deep, we have the shed size to take care of you.
Ziggy's!
Yeah, Ziggy's.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and a developing story.
U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Russian President Vladimir Putin met in Moscow yesterday in what has been called a highly productive meeting. And according to sources, President Trump plans to meet with Putin as early as next week. However, setting a meeting for so soon poses logistical issues and may not happen as quickly as hoped. That meeting will be followed by a trilateral meeting with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky. Trump is trying to help broker an end to Russia's war in Ukraine.
Fans hoping to see Kelly Clarkson at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas could be out of luck. The singer announced that she is postponing her 4 remaining August dates. She says she's caring for her children because their father is sick. New dates for the shows have not been announced yet. There's also no word if refunds will be available.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, August 7th.
Matt Gray, plan my day.
And we got to keep one eye on the sky here as we take a look at what already has been a busy radar picture this morning and what is going to continue to be quite active as we head through the rest of today. This is our stormiest day of the week. It'll be our last one before things start to head back towards something that's more summer-like. So let's zoom in here. Let's show you we got some developing showers here now out to the west of Pomeroy. So if you're in the Pomeroy area, likely going to see at least a little bit of rain, and these continue to develop, perhaps even a couple of lightning strikes. We're also going to be looking around Pullman, Moscow, and then south there towards the LC Valley as these showers here continue to develop. Let's track further north here. Areas north of Kettle Falls and Republic, such as around the Curlew and Gold Stake area. We are seeing some thunder and lightning just to the north of you, right across the international border here. So when thunder roars, stay indoors. It looks like this one's going to be sticking around for a while. It has, and it's really only just been getting stronger there between Grand Forks and Cascade on the BC side. As we've gone through this morning, for most of us, we are going to be waiting until we get towards kind of around lunchtime and then through the early to mid-afternoon for the best chance for showers and thunderstorms. Things are, once again, going to be fairly active across our region for that portion of the day, and temperatures will be quite cool as a result. We're only going to end up in the low 70s for a second straight day. We'll track the return to summer weather and go hour by hour, different regions and where we'll be looking for those storms and the strongest storms as well coming up.
Matt, thanks. A 6-year-old boy is in the hospital this morning, hit by an alleged drunk driver. Spokane County sheriffs arrested 69-year-old John Lassie Tuesday night. They say he hit a child, swerving through people's front yards, hitting a car, and then driving into a house. Court documents show his blood alcohol content was 0.12 and that he has 3 prior DUIs.
He believes that Mr. Lassie poses an extreme danger to the community and clearly doesn't follow court orders, noting a history of a violation of a no-contact order and DWOS convictions as well.
The 6-year-old boy was taken to the hospital with a broken femur and a serious cut to the face. The sheriff's office says his injuries are no longer life-threatening.
Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown has signed an ordinance to allow for the construction of more complete streets across the city.
So what is a complete street? It's a roadway designed to safely accommodate everyone who uses it. Again, pedestrians, bicyclists, drivers, public transit riders, regardless of age or ability.
For example, on Lincoln Street in downtown Spokane, construction's already underway to add protected bike lanes, widened sidewalks, and additional signal lights from Summit Parkway to Cinto. The mayor says this is just the latest step to make our community safer.
Cougar football fans, you may soon be able to buy wine and beer during games without having to leave the stadium. We spoke with the Washington Liquor and Cannabis Board, which confirmed that WSU submitted a request for a one-year pilot program that would allow for wine and beer sales in general seating during the football games this fall. LCB says the licensing and enforcement departments have reviewed this request and are preparing a recommendation for the board. It's important to note these sales would not include the student section.
We have a traffic alert for you this morning. A road construction project begins today on North Foothills Drive. Lane reductions will begin in the area marked in orange. That's between Hamilton and Hogan Streets, so the city can complete a grind and overlay project. Now, here's a live look at Hamilton and North Foothills right now. The project could mean more traffic on North Hamilton, so if that is part of your commute, allow for some extra time. And this will go for a couple of weeks. It's supposed to wrap up Wednesday, August 20th. Weather permitting, of course, and issues and things. It's now 6:35.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray, taking a look at our weather today. Feeling that moisture in the air.
Yeah, feeling the moisture in the air. This storm system we talked about for a couple days, you can see that big spin. It's coming right over us, and we are going to see the results again this afternoon with more showers and thunderstorms. So, hey, enjoy that sunshine while it's here. We've got a busy day ahead coming up in your forecast.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
I'm Jonathan Lawson. If you're 50 to 85, I have an important message about security. Write down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance, a rate lock that guarantees that once you're insured, your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one. But you can get a lifetime rate lock from Colonial Penn. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want life insurance that fits their budget and is simple to get. Coverage options start at $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Act now, and your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase, guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums, guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed, with no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Call for your information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free beneficiary planner. Both are free with no obligation. Don't miss out. Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Call this number now.
Call now and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record important information and your final wishes. And it's yours, free, just for calling. So don't wait. Call 1-800-405-7779 for your free information. That's 1-800-405-7779. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-405-7779. That's 1-800-405-7779. So call now.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
I need help with her snoring.
Sleep Number does that.
Thank you.
Get early access to Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year. 25% off the i8 bed, our most popular. Only at Sleep Number.
I hope for people that choose to watch my forecast on Good Morning Northwest is as you're making your plans for the day, you know what's coming up for your day and how to plan it, and that you have a little bit of fun on the way.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
We are following breaking news out of Los Angeles, where several protests broke out overnight following an immigration raid that some are calling illegal. It happened just before 7 yesterday morning when ICE agents pulled up to a Home Depot in a rented moving truck, then jumped out and arrested workers. Homeland Security says it took 16 undocumented immigrants into custody, all from Mexico and Central America. Now, the raid is getting some backlash since a court put limits on random immigration stops in parts of California.
Whatever terms of that temporary restraining order, it's only as effective as somebody's willingness to enforce it.
Homeland Security says the area was targeted due to ongoing gang activity. Now, the raid came just one day after the feds announced plans to expand a detention center in Indiana. But it's already facing pushback with court challenges now in motion and a federal judge expecting to weigh in soon. This is a developing story, and we'll keep you updated when we learn more. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
The Trump administration says it will stop funding research into mRNA vaccines that have helped fight respiratory viruses like COVID-19 and the flu. Infectious disease experts say mRNA vaccine technology is safe and has been extensively studied since the early 2000s. They credit its rollout during the first Trump administration with helping to slow the COVID-19 pandemic. They warn future pandemics will be harder to stop without the help of these types of vaccines.
They can be produced rapidly, they have saved millions of lives, and we are using them to do research on things like HIV and cancer and RSV and CMV and all kinds of other viruses, even the flu virus. So that this is going to leave us very vulnerable. This is potentially a dangerous decision, according to many health experts.
Health and Human Service Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says they will instead focus on developing whole virus vaccines, which use a different technology to battle viruses.
For some illnesses, mRNA vaccines may be very useful, and and that would include cancers. But for upper respiratory infections, we canceled 22 trials for upper respiratory infections.
The American Medical Association is concerned about this plan.
Yeah, pointing out that COVID vaccines saved countless lives.
Takeaways today in your forecast. Stronger thunderstorms today, especially once we get right after lunchtime. Things will start getting a little bit more active. We'll see summer warmth returning soon, just not today.
Well, you're looking at a group of volunteers who spent their morning cleaning up trash along the Spokane River for the annual Red Band Rally River Cleanup, organized by the Spokane Indian and other local partners. And of course, this isn't just about tidying up. It's about showing up for one of the most iconic parts of Spokane.
We always want to do our part to help clean it. And it doesn't matter if it's environmental, it doesn't matter if it's recreation, it doesn't matter if it's homeless, it doesn't matter what it is. There's trash along the banks of the river, and we want to help our part to keep it clean.
Yesterday's effort certainly made a visible difference. Organizers hope it inspires more people to keep that momentum going and keep Ribby's home clean.
That's right.
I'm sure he appreciates it, and so do his friends.
Yeah, good job for all of you who got out there. It's now 6:42.
Legionnaire's disease kills 5 people in Michigan and New York, and dozens more are infected. After the break, an update from health officials as they track the source of these outbreaks.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Have you seen the Nissan lineup lately? If not, it's time to take a look at Coeur d'Alene Nissan. From the sporty Sentra to the versatile Rogue and the rugged Frontier, Coeur d'Alene Nissan has got something for every need and budget.
Right now, get the 2025 Nissan Pathfinder with 0% APR and $1,000 bonus cash. It's built for adventure and loaded with towing power.
Take a closer look at Nissan's top-of-the-line technology and impressive styling. Nice cars, nice people, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Every animal has a story. Some stories we know, others we don't. No matter how they come to us, these precious animals are cared for until a loving home can be found. From medical care to foster care, your donations keep these animals healthy, happy, and loved. Go online or call right now to make their journey home possible. Companions Animal Center, formerly Kootenai Humane Society, where homeless animals receive a second chance at life.
The swimsuit season has arrived, and that means extra time in the gym to look good this summer at Move Fitness.
Time to get it on.
From squats and lunges for the booty to curls for the girls, Move Fitness has the classes and machines to make this summer your best. And you can get it all for about $1 a day.
Time to get it on.
Move Fitness.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve.
Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you, so you don't have to worry about a thing.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help, so I called Craig Swap and Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig Swamp and Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Four News Now is brought to you by Parker Subaru.
Welcome back. It's now 6:45. This morning, a warning about Legionnaire's disease, a severe form of pneumonia.
Health officials are tracking what appears to be another deadly outbreak. ABC's Lionel Moyes has that story.
This morning, growing concern about Legionnaire's disease in multiple states. Legionella bacteria now confirmed in the water system of this Michigan retirement community where 2 residents have died.
This is a very serious problem.
This woman who did not want to be identified now moving her in-laws out. Residents told not to use the showers are being provided with water jugs for cooking, cleaning, and bathing.
Can't go to the toilet, can't shower.
In New York City, a deadlier outbreak. At least 3 people losing their lives in recent days, with up to 70 cases now reported. Experts say the bacteria can often be traced to water treatment facilities not properly maintained. It can also be spread through humidifiers and condensers from large air conditioning systems. In the New York cases, nearly a dozen cooling towers have been identified as the culprit.
And this type of bacteria loves to breed in stagnant and warm water. And when that water treatment cooling center essentially tries to cool or assist in cooling, that then releases aerosolized water droplets that have the bacteria contaminated, that lands in lungs and causes this pneumonia.
Cases have been on the rise across the country in recent years. The CDC says about 1 in 10 people infected will die from complications. Symptoms include fever, chills, muscle aches, and coughing.
Often, many people don't realize that they have this type of infection until it's too late. So if you find that you are in an area of exposure and you have symptoms, especially if you're at higher risk, over the age of 50, have a chronic lung disease or an immune compromised state, you should certainly seek out testing.
Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
Scary. Don't like that.
Is. Let us take a live look this morning at the sky. Our sun's, we had a sunrise at what, like about an hour ago, hour 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, about an hour 10, yeah.
Goodness.
I know, but it's shorter and shorter.
It's under there somewhere.
It is there. It is there somewhere. So enjoy a little bit of the sun while it's here this morning. We had some rain overnight, so there are some wet roads out there, and that is not all. Not everybody's seeing some sun this morning, and that's because although you can't see it here on our views of Spokane and of Coeur d'Alene, temperatures in the 50s, there is a little bit of fog out there, especially on the north side of Spokane, where we did see a little bit of heavier rain. And you can see at the Deer Park Airport, starting to see the fog lift a little bit in northern Spokane County, but there is, some limited visibility out there. So something to keep in mind if you are hitting the road here in just a few minutes. Broader look. So we've got some showers that are moving out of the inland northwest and north central Idaho, and some showers and storms trying to get themselves going in the North Cascades. That's going to be where our next round of wet weather comes from. For Spokane, for Coeur d'Alene, I'm expecting things to stay pretty quiet until we get to kind of the early to mid-afternoon, and then we'll start to see these scattered thunderstorms move in. You can see this is about 3 o'clock. This is about 4. And then as we head towards 5, 6 o'clock, that's when things get a little bit more active on the Idaho side, at least around Kootenai County. We will see things begin to ease up pretty quickly as we head towards kind of that 6, 7, 8 p.m. time frame. So as far as storm timing, I would definitely lean towards the earlier side of this, the early part of the afternoon, much more so than the late part. A couple of areas that'll see strong storms. In other words, storms strong enough that could produce a little bit of hail and some gusty winds along with the thunder and lightning. That'll be around the LC Valley, north central Idaho, and northeast Washington, plus around some parts of the northern panhandle. Let's show you that now. Looking up north here, you can see those storms still kind of more isolated as we head towards 11, 12 o'clock. Then things get a little bit more active as we head towards 1 or 2, anywhere from Ritzville to all the way up to Medellin Falls here and across Stevens and Ferry counties, especially as we get into that early afternoon time frame. Then we'll see that activity gradually track in towards Spokane County, towards Coeur d'Alene and towards the Idaho Panhandle as we head into the back end of the afternoon and into the early evening where things will dissipate. Let's head further south. We're going to continue to see the occasional shower and storm, especially around places like Elk River and Clearwater County as we head through the rest of this morning. Another round of storms is going to develop in the early afternoon along with the other ones up north. And these, you can see these areas in the pink. That's something we don't want to see. That's where we're going to be seeing those areas of hail with those strongest cells, especially the ones that develop kind of out by themselves away from everything else. So this is where we're going to see the strongest storms. Grangeville, Kooskia, up the Lochsaw Rivers, where it's going to be a little hairy as those storms develop, get strong, and then track over into western Montana as we head into the early part of your evening. And we'll see a spotty little shower as we head through the rest of the night. Here's what we've got for your 7-day forecast. Today is busy. Tomorrow is not, and neither is the weekend as we head back towards summer-like temperatures. Looks like it's going to be a little hot for the start of next week.
Sure does.
Yeah, so mid-90s. Haven't really felt that here in a few days.
All right.
It's been nice.
Summer is reminding us it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Good morning, Northwest time is 6:50.
Your morning sprint is coming up next. Thanks for starting your day with us on Good Morning Northwest. We'll see you after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
Need tires or repairs? Give Perfection Tire a chance to quote it. We think you'll like what you hear.
We shop the competition so you don't have to.
And right now, save big with rebates on select Cooper tires.
Nobody beats perfection.
Happy anniversary from McVeigh Brothers. This month, if you'd like to upgrade your home with some new Coeur d'Alene windows or maybe a new roof, we're offering an anniversary special. Or no money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 6 months. From McVeigh Brothers.
Due to recent supply chain delays and clearance items stacking up in the warehouse, this week all Walker's Furniture locations are having an emergency inventory liquidation sale where you can save up to 70% on all floor models, discontinued styles, and clearance items.
New inventory is on the way, so we're clearing space and passing the savings on to you. Plus, special 5-year financing was brought in where you can save now and pay over time with no minimum purchase required.
During the inventory reduction sale this week at Walker's.
We invite you to Mistaqua Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together. As the area's only non-smoking casino, we're proud to be the place that treats you right. Stay and play, enjoy live table games, your favorite gaming machines, and bet on your favorite players and sports with Caesars Sportsbook. Check out our event space for your next special gathering. We're located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Plan your visit today at Mistaqua.com.
It started with a drive down 8th Avenue.
Wow, what is this place?
A permanent year-round market rooted in sustainability, equity, and community. BECU stepped in with trust-based philanthropy and a commitment to the community.
Our partnership with Scale House is helping our members, is helping our community grow, thrive, get access to food.
From arts to agriculture, Scale House Market is a place where people grow together.
Need a new garage door?
Sorry.
Give us a call today.
From tires to tune-ups, Perfection Tire is your one-stop shop.
And right now, save big with rebates on select Cooper tires. Quality you can trust at our lowest prices. Nobody beats perfection.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Your time is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint.
We're seeing some on and off rain with a few thunderstorms in the mix. Meteorologist Matt Gray has a look at your forecast.
Hannah Joy in studio tracking breaking news. New tariffs kicked in overnight, hitting 70 countries.
But first, we are tracking a wildfire in Grant County that has the area of Electric City and Delano Heights on edge and under level 1 evacuations. You can see the areas affected on your map here on your screen. As a reminder, level 1 means get ready. So if you live in Electric City or Delano Heights, take some time to get your things organized in case you do need to evacuate.
We've got a big storm system swirling right over top of us here this morning, and that is going to lead to more showers and thunderstorms, especially as we head into the middle part of the day and the early afternoon. Some stronger storms in the central panhandle and in northeast Washington and northern parts of the Idaho panhandle as well for the afternoon. Storm timing, most of us are going to see it between lunchtime to about 4 or 5 o'clock. We'll see some lingering storms, especially in North Idaho, headed into the evening.
While we are getting a reprieve from the summer heat today, many areas of the country are expecting record highs. It has doctors warning to protect your health. Illnesses like heat exhaustion and heat stroke can lead to serious injury and even death. Health officials are advising everyone to have a cool place to stay and remain hydrated. Public places like libraries or cooling centers can provide relief on hot days.
We have a traffic alert for you this morning. A road construction project begins today on North Foothills Drive. Lane reductions will begin in the areas marked orange here on your screen between Hamilton and Hogan Streets, so the city can complete a grind and overlay project. And we got a live look this morning at Hamilton and North Foothills right now. This project could mean more traffic on North Hamilton, so if this is part of your commute, allow for a little extra time. The project is scheduled to wrap up in a few weeks on Wednesday, August 20th.
We are following breaking news out of Washington, D.C. New tariffs just kicked in on 70 countries, and it's a major move that President Trump is calling a new system of trade, which could mean you're about to pay more for just about everything.
The tariffs, I think, we're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs.
Economists say this could cost the average family $2,400 a year. So here's the bottom line. These tariffs are now in full effect. And if you're out shopping, expect to pay more. For updates on how these new tariffs will impact your wallet, tune in to Good Morning America.
More results are coming in this morning in Spokane County's primary election. There are almost 15,000 votes left to count, but we have a pretty good idea about which measures are on track to pass. With 74% of voters saying yes, the Aquifer Protection Area measure is passing overwhelmingly. This will expand the boundaries of the Spokane Valley Rathdrum Prairie Aquifer.
The EMS levy for Fire District 8 is also passing with nearly 62% of voters saying yes. This levy will generate funding to add 2 paramedics to the district. It'll also replace aging emergency equipment. Download the 4 News Now app and turn on push notifications to get any new results sent straight to your phone.
Kids could be without food on the weekends because of a lack of funding for Second Harvest. Second Harvest says it's getting fewer donations for its Bite to Go program this year. It gives bags of food to more than 12,000 kids each weekend during the school year, but it says about 300 fewer kids will get food through that program now. Second Harvest hopes other organizations like businesses or churches will step up to fill in that funding gap.
And due in part to these cuts, the food bank at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center had to close its doors because it ran out of food. Only rice and beans remain on the shelves at the East Central Spokane location. This food bank serves one of the city's most vulnerable communities 3 days a week. The center needs donations of canned foods and other shelf-stable items along with proteins and produce. The food bank hopes to reopen tomorrow, and you can find information on how you can help. It's inside the story at KXLY.com.
The Trump administration says it'll stop funding research into mRNA vaccines that have helped fight respiratory viruses like COVID-19 and the flu. Infectious disease experts say mRNA vaccine technology has been extensively studied since the early 2000s and is safe. They credit its rollout during the first Trump administration with helping to slow the COVID-19 pandemic. They warn future pandemics will be harder to stop without the help of these types of vaccines.
And we will be back with a final check of that forecast with meteorologist Matt Gray. He's got a look at today and what the rest of the week will look like coming up.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
I need help with her snoring.
Sleep Number does that.
Thank you.
Get early access to Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year. 25% off the i8 bed, our most popular. Only at Sleep Number.
Welcome to Olympus Living.
where compassionate care meets vibrant living. Choose your independent lifestyle with our spacious 2-bedroom, 2-bath cottages. Our tower apartments offering 1 or 2-bedroom options and lovely views. Or main floor assisted living studios for those who need more advanced care. Our retirement communities provide personalized support, beautiful surroundings, and activities that enrich our residents. We're reinventing retirement. Find out how at OlympusLivingSV.com.
See a little bit of sunshine here in Spokane and in the Coeur d'Alene area as well. After some much needed rain overnight, we are going to see more scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could be on the strong side, might produce a little bit of gusty winds, could even see some hail with some of these cells for this afternoon. As we head into the evening, conditions will calm as the system moves on and we start warming up as we head through the weekend. Highs back into the 90s by Sunday, and we are going to be a little toasty to start off early next week.
Well, thanks so much for starting your Thursday with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we've sure appreciated it. We'll see you throughout the morning with live local updates coming up on Good Morning America. GMA starts now.